All right, so let's keep this juicy conversation going. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau got hit with another by-election blow with the loss of a second Liberal stronghold. This one was in Montreal. Trudeau has faced calls to resign since losing a high-stakes Toronto riding in June, but he says he's not going anywhere. All right, see how you guys feel about that. So what should the Liberal Party do now?
Well, I mean, I think they do need a new face. If only just to have the people who have those F Trudeau's bumper stickers have to get rid of them and put somebody else's name on there. No, I think actually this is going to be a change election no matter what. Rarely in Canadian political history have we ever had a prime minister last longer than 10 years, very rarely. And I think this is the time. People are ready for a change. And I think also, I think it has to happen now. There's this momentum happening from the States of this idea of, right? I would like to see them appoint somebody, like someone of color and ideally a woman. I think we can do it. There are people available. Yeah, I'm ready for it.
Interesting. I'm just curious. Would that actually change your opinion if there was a woman and a woman of color who was leading the Liberal Party? I'm just actually curious.
I don't think so.
Oh, not a lot.
I mean, I'm asking that in a serious way because yes, it clearly is so far seeming to be a good decision in the States for the Democratic Party. You know, and I know we like to sit here on our high horse in Canada and think we're so much better in so many ways than the Americans, but we have never even gotten close to a Kamala-like figure in this country, and that's on us. By the way, that's on us. What do I think? I don't think he's going to step down, and I actually think he's going to go down with the party, whatever happens in the next election. But what I do think is necessary that they can borrow from the States is a full-blown media, social media, advertising blitz to remind the Canadian public, if you're going to go to that party, remember, this is the alternative. When you say it's time for change, I think you're right. A lot of people want change.
But is this
Times
the change
are tough.
you want?
But is that the change you want?
Yep.
That's a serious question.
And people are not asking that question enough.
But we don't, I don't feel like we have much choice. This is the problem. I don't think we've nurtured around it. So if you go, oh, if it's not Trudeau, then we'll choose, I don't know. So we do need our Kamala. I'm interested in investing in any kind of...
Please,
okay,
I'm playing.
just
not
saying
a chance.
But like, where is the person that's being nurtured into that position? Because if you ask me, I don't actually know who the women are that I could support.
That's highly
problematic. And I think that's a huge problem.
I mean, I have some names, but I'm not going to say them right now. But go ahead, Andrea.
Well, you can't drop that bomb in the I want to know names. No, I agree with everybody's sentiment, and I see the parallels. They're different but the same, where you have, like, what's happening in the States, where you have Biden, who everybody loved, but they were not behind him. They didn't think he was the right candidate, and they were thinking about the party, and it felt like, in the end, Biden is more about his ego because he didn't want to step down, but everybody was like, listen, you need to go. And then when he went, everybody, and we got Kamala, that new energy, everybody was like, yes, this is what we need. And I feel like Trudeau's in the same place. He doesn't need to step down for the same reasons, obviously, but I've never seen so many people so angry at the Prime Minister, ever. And I pay close attention to politics. Everywhere I go, there's a lot of people who are very angry with Trudeau. And to me, it's like, it's a sign where it's like, you know what, for the party, never mind your legacy and your father's legacy, but for the party, choose somebody else. But you also raise a good point. Who have you been championing in the last few years so we can feel comfortable? Because the Americans like Kamala Harris. I feel like I'm an American because I watch so much of their politics. We like her because we already know who she is.
Exactly.
She's been around for years, even though I will say Biden did not do a great job during his presidency of really giving her a stronger role. We still have name recognition and what she's done. And you're right, there's nobody, never mind a person of color, there's nobody else that we feel could step into those shoes that we're like, oh yes, we'll take that person. And that's highly problematic. So I would love for him to think about the party and not so much about himself and make sure that Canada continues to go in the right direction.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I just think...
It's a wonderful country, let's keep it that way.
It is a wonderful country. Democracy is something that's alive. We have to partake in it, right? And I just think that, yes, voter apathy, the economy's been tough, but today or yesterday we hit a landmark in the economy. You remember when we were talking about inflation and it's been through the roof, and yes, it has hammered us, right? And it has hammered the economy. We finally got down to the number that everybody has been saying, 2% inflation. Isn't this that is a success story. Why is that not on every billboard, on every place to be like, we did what we said we were going to do? They've also managed a pandemic that decimated economies across the world.
That's right.
We are dealing with once-in-a-lifetime things, and we are still standing. A lot of us are shaking, and yes, a lot of people have been beaten down, but what party has the values that are going to take you to the next level? And I just think vote that way.
Hey, you, come a bit closer. We've got so many more must-see interviews, spicy debates, lifestyle tips, and pop culture moments. So subscribe to our channel by tapping the logo below and don't miss out.